I am really late with this video, but it's coming up now, so that's something, right? This will be my December FauxBonichi flip for 2015, and it's probably going to kind of be a long one. See, I'm not even going to say it's a quick one. This one's going to be a little bit longer, and you will see by the pages why it's going to be longer, because there's a lot to December. I did the December daily in my FauxBonichi, so it got really thick. It was crazy thick. But first I wanted to show you, I did a whole video at the beginning of December about how what supplies I wanted to use, and I had a whole tub of stuff and several smaller tubs of all kinds of things that I wanted to use, from paper to stickers to die cuts to all kinds of things. And this is all I have left. I have, well, lots of washi, because you know how washi is, but I have little bit sweet sequins left. I didn't use any of these poster flags. This is on my no-buy list for the year of 2016. No more Post-it notes or poster page flags. No more. I have drawers and drawers and drawers, and then I never use them. I just buy them and never use them. So no more on that. This is all the die cuts I had. I actually had a whole, if you saw it, I had a whole, several bowls of them. I had a hard time using the acetate ones, but I used up most of those. Yeah, so I don't have very many of those left. I do have a few frames left, but I did get through almost that whole package of the frames, so I'm happy about that. Let me scoot over here. Okay. I have not very many journaling cards left. I have these 3 of this size. I have just one of the interactive thingies from a whole kit that I had left. And then I have just these 2 journaling cards left. That's all that I had. All I've got left are the word stickers of those, a few of the alphas. I used up an entire sheet of the circles that had all the numbers, and then this is all I had left on this one. Just a few things on that one. I did really good. This is the paper that I have left, but technically a lot of this was gifted to me and I didn't have it in my original use it up, but I still got through a lot of it. I used one of the bags, so I still have one bag left, and this is all the sticker so I have left on that one sticker sheet. So that's all I have left of that entire video of stuff that I did, and I'll link that down below if you wanted to see the before. So I'm pretty proud of myself. That's all I got left for Christmas. Yay! Let me get this out of the way. Okay, and then on to the journal. In October, I moved to the 7.5 by 10 classic Moleskine. This is the normal 8.5 by 5.5, 8.25 by 5. So I moved up. This is 3 months worth. Okay, that's what the normal should look like. This is what happened in December. These pages right here, these yellow pages, cream pages, that's October and November. The rest of this is December. It got a little chunky. I am really glad. I'm in my new Moleskine. I'm using the same one, but it's a teal for 2016. But oh man, am I glad to be back to flat pages. I don't miss working on chunky pages. So let's flip here. These are all November, and December. So we left November. It looked like, yep, that's the last page in November. So this is where the December daily started. I just mostly tried to use up as much of my Christmas stuff as I could use up. I stuffed it everywhere in here. So there's stickers and there's die cuts and journaling cards, and I just put this piece down to decorate that page. I didn't even put anything on this. This is just the opening page, December daily, and then I did a whole calendar up with photos. We do a countdown bag thing where every day he gets countdown bags, you know, goodies in a bag, and so I took a picture of him every day and put him on this calendar, and that's how that turned out. And then December, I tried to do all of the dates with I have a stamp, a banner stamp So I tried to do all of the dates the same. I used the numbers that came on a Simple Stories Claus and Company countdown sticker sheet as all of the numbers, and then I tried to do all of the banners essentially the same. I used a Kaiser Craft date stamps to do the month and the day. So that's the only uniform thing through it, really. But December 1st looks like this. We had a beautiful sunset, and then I put in one of the little flippy mini albums. Try to keep it all in the camera here. Flip mini albums of us putting up the bags for the countdown bags, and that gives you a better view of the countdown bags. Yeah, so there's like a little mini album in a big mini album. It was also, let's see, Tuesday, so that we've been hand lettering, and so we did a little bit of hand lettering. Wednesday, I did, basically I'm doing a photo a day, in these larger journals. That's why I moved up to the journals, so there's a photo on every page, and there always will be from now on. So I used up one of the frames on here. This was the December 2nd was when he got his first gift. We give out gifts all through December, not just at Christmas. And so it's worked out more fun that way since it's just the three of us for Christmas. This page has a pocket on it with some journaling, and basically that's what that page looks like. And I added a little twine to that. It was Wednesday was the drawing prompt, and so I did the present, which was the drawing prompt, and this is just going to be funny trying to get all this to fit. December 3rd, I did a flip out. I had this card and I just decorated it up with stickers, and I got a gift. In fact, that was where some of that Christmas paper came from Isabella, and she had written me a nice note. Oops, hello. A nice note. So I put it in a pocket so I could keep it forever. And I put another flippy card so that I could have a nice picture of Joshua and the cats and the Christmas tree. And these are just pictures of us putting up our Christmas tree. So that was December 3rd. December 4th, I received a Carpe Diem planner from Simple Stories to review. I just cannot believe that happened. It was so exciting. And so I took a picture of it and I journaled about that on that page, and then just some of the daily pictures, and of course journaling about those. This day was Saturday, December 5th. I saved my last $20 for my crafty savings for the year of 2015 for my spending for 2016, and I managed to save $240 because I saved $20 a month into my little crafty jar, and so I didn't spend it. Therefore, I've got it now to spend if I want to. I did a flip out here of some pictures of Joshua opening another one of his gifts. These two I gave relatively early in the month because they were things he could play with through the month of December. And so that's pictures of him getting his game controller thing for the PC. And then on the 6th, the guys went down and watched the motorcycle parade, and so they took a whole bunch of pictures of that. Santa Claus was riding a motorcycle along with his elves, and so we got some good pictures of that. And just journaling, and another flippy, of course. And then December 7th, we still had no snow anywhere. No snow. We have snow now, but it still hasn't snowed in a while. We're supposed to get it this weekend. But so no snow, and that's basically what this page is about, is where's the snow? I turned this bottom picture into a pocket so I could put a printout of what our temperatures were that day, and then of course there's some journaling on it also, because that's kind of the important part. On this day, I finally talked Joshua into driving the car down our driveway, which is like 170 feet. When I was younger, I could not wait to drive. If I could reach the pedal and the steering wheel and still see over, I was ready to drive. He is not and does not want to. But he did it for me, and so I got a picture of him driving down the driveway. And this is a fake photo smile because it was really a look of terror, not a look of smiles. So I put that in the book. And then I have a little flip out addition here of what the sunrise looked like that morning. So pretty this time of year. And so that's for that page. And then this one, and I screwed this one up because I thought about it later. I wish I had done the wrapping paper underneath and then all of this stuff on top, so that this day you would have had the wrap present and on this day you had the busted open present. But I didn't think about it till I did this day, so darn it. But we had to draw poinsettias for our draw at Wednesday, and the bunny was out hanging out by the barbecue. I ordered another Simple Stories Carpe Diem planner because even though I haven't used the first one yet, I needed another one. Don't ask. And so that was kind of how the day went, and I just used some ribbon to make it look like a package. On Thursday the 10th, I wanted it to look like an open package. So I took some wrapping paper and I kind of gutted the inside of it and stuck a whole bunch of journaling cards in there so it looked like whatever was in the package exploded out of it. Just use your imagination. That's what I did. And then there's also a pocket in there that has some more photos and some journaling on it. My husband bought me my Christmas gift of an electronic can opener. And I love it. But anyway, so that's the 10th. Okay, 11th and 12th, I'm going to just go over them together because they're kind of the same. This was my how many journaling cards can I get on a page spread. So I ended up getting, I forgot now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them on here, something like that, 9 or 10 of them. And so I thought that was a pretty good use it up of the journaling cards. But I had Joshua fill out a journaling card that said things I'm loving right now, and so he wrote that out for me. And then on the 12th he got another one of his gifts, so he got a shirt, and so I put a photo of him in his shirt. And then both sides have pockets, and on the pockets the front side is just decorated and the back side is photos, and they all have journaling on them. So there's always journaling. It's the important part, not the art, peoples. Just saying. But then again, this one has the journaling cards, and then on the back, again, there was photos. So that's how those pages turned out, and I like them. Some twine, Christmassy twine. Alright, next 2-page spread was the 13th and the 14th, and I wanted to do shaker pockets in here somehow, and I really wanted to get some of these clear pages in here somehow, so this is what I came up with. And I used the fuse tool to seal off the pockets so that nothing fell out, and so they look like this. So, you can see through them, and I made just, you know, they're shaker pockets, and so it's made out of one of those snap pages. And then I put photos underneath the clear spot so that you could see through that there was something underneath it. And this one is the same, but I'm not going to flip it because it's about my husband's work and where he works and that kind of stuff, and I don't want to talk about that online. But it's the same, they're identical, and so I like how those turn out. That was fun. And then this page just was evil to me. We just don't even want to talk about it, but I'll quickly go through it. I made a shaker window thing. See if you can see, there's like snow in it. And then I had the photos in a shape in between it. We got our first snow finally, and when it snowed, whoo! It snowed. We had like 5 inches in 3 hours. It was craziness. It started out, well, here, let me flip you here. It started out at 7 a.m. bone dry. By 5 p.m. it was almost 5.5 inches deep. It was craziness. But yeah, so I did a shaker pocket, shaker page, window, whatever you want to call it, and they move around. And then I wanted to make sure I got my journaling in here, so I just took a piece of vellum and typed out my journaling on it so that you could still see the hand lettering through it, and then I distress inked and stenciled and stuffed the background, and that's how that page was done. And then this was a Wednesday, and the drawing prompt for the FauxBonichi journalers was, ooh, sorry, I shook the table, was ornaments. And so this was my ornament, and I did ribbons, and this is all done in not distress ink, Inktense pencil and water. Even the label I did in the Inktense. And so it's just some pictures from outside, and then we got our Love with Food box, which if you don't have that subscription, I'm telling you, it is a blast. And so that's that page. Okay, the 17th was candy canes, peppermints, whatever, something like that. And it was a veg out day. Joshua was doing schoolwork. Sophie was hanging on my desk, and I got a new set of Lyra pencils. I like them. I don't color a lot. Why I bought them? Why do I do these? But they're nice. They're very nice. I just like my ink tanks better. And then this was another use up journaling cards page, and I decided that starting in January it was going to be a fresh start to bettering me, and so this just talks about that. And if you're part of our Get Healthy group, you've heard about this. So and then the 19th, Joshua got another t-shirt for his gift, and so I just took pictures of him with his new shirt and opening his gifts. The 20th was Fun Food Day. I don't know why, it just ended up being that way. So we got sushi for lunch, and I made a fajita bar for dinner, and so that's kind of self-explanatory. The 21st, this was the only day that I didn't get a banner on because I forgot. I was so sidetracked. But Joshua was working in his FauxBonichi, so I thought I would take pictures of his FauxBonichi. So I took a picture of him doing his FauxBonichi, and then it's a pullout that has different pages from his FauxBonichi. So I thought that would be fun to have as a memory in here, and then it tells about it there. So FauxBonichi love, and he just started his new FauxBonichi for 2016. So your kids can do it too. It doesn't have to be complicated. The 22nd was, I didn't know what to put on the 22nd, so I just put a whole bunch of random things I was thinking of that day. It was a draw it prompt of a wreath, so I did the wreath, and then Benny was being a bad boy because he stuck his foot in it when it was wet and smeared it. So yeah, that was that day. The 23rd, we had measured him. I had painted this when he was a baby. It is a 6-foot giraffe. Well, it's 6 foot to the top of it, and so it was measuring day because I hadn't measured him in almost a year, so I thought I better get him measured. I'd forgotten about it. It's hanging in there, but you get used to it, and so but it tells all of the different things of what was going on the day that we measured him and stuff. So that's that, and yeah, that's that page. Christmas Eve was, I had a complaint about our Santa Claus flying over, and so I wrote about it in there. But Santa flew over, and we had a beautiful moon, so I got a picture of that. It was, I guess, a rare full moon, and this was supposed to be a reindeer, but it came out looking like a dog, but he's still cute. Okay. The next page would be Christmas Day, and on Christmas Day I took a pocket that came in one of the Simple Stories kits, and I just created great big tags, and so I have photos on the front and back of this one, and then one of me, one of my husband, and one of the cats on Christmas Day. So that's how that worked out. And they just go in the pocket like this, and then in the front is all of the journaling about all of the pictures and that kind of stuff. So I like how that page turned out. The 26th, we didn't do anything on the 26th. It was like nothing day. But we have these beautiful icicles that were hanging off the back porch, so we took some pictures of those, and Sophie was being silly. There's this hole in my desk that all the cords go through, but I have my desk turned around so the holes are in the front, and she just loves chasing something through the hole. I don't know what's down there, nothing, but she's sure there is. I got this off of a website. It was a little card, and so I hand drew it onto the page as a border and colored it in with something. Inktense, I think. I think it was Inktense. The 27th was a Sunday, and that was our final shopping weekend for our family bank jar. And once a week we saved $20 into the jar. We did it for an entire year, so we ended up saving $1,040. We did it. We did the whole thing. This is our second year of doing it. The first year we saved $800. This year we saved just over $1,000, and so we are doing it again this year of 2016, so we should be able to do it again. It's now habit. You just go to the grocery store, you buy your groceries, and you get $20 and put it in the jar when you get home. It's now a habit. I couldn't imagine not doing it now. It's worth it. Monday, not much happened on Monday. I figured out that my husband and I decided we're going to lose 52 pounds in 52 weeks, and so that was what that was about, and he was cleaning the pellet stove, and so I just got that down, and I just drew this coffee thingy. The 29th, we finally had to replace Joshua's school computer. I went for no brand name, cheap, because brand names suck. I'm over it. I'm not buying brand name again. If I'm going to have to replace it every couple of years, I might as well buy cheap and move on. So we got him a Lenovo. Works pretty good. It's been actually really great. We paid $380 for it, I think. It's an all-in-one, lots of memory, lots of RAM. It's great. So far, it's been wonderful. So now he's back up to his 2 computers. He has a gaming computer and a school computer. And so that's basically what that page is about. And then the 30th, the drawing prompt was a clock. And so this was the clock that I came up with, and I just took some pictures of the snow that we had and journaled about that. And then the last day of the year, I just wrote a letter saying goodbye to 2015 and what I felt about it. And if you were in the FauxBonichi journalers group, this is in depth on that page, so you got to read what it said. I love you all. You know that if you read it, and that group has changed. That group has changed my entire life, and so I swear I'm gonna have to leave it. And then I just took some last shots of the kids. Joshua's holding all of the journals for that year, and so I found this printable. Okay, so that's the end of the year. That's the end of December. That's the end of the December daily. But this year I got a whole bunch of happy mail through the month of December, and so I don't want it to be separate. I wanted it to be part of that year's FauxBonichi, since they were from the FauxBonichi years. And so I put it in the back here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to not fast forward this, but just put some music onto this one so you guys can see it. And because I won't make it through it without crying, so I just decided to just say thank you. If you see your card here, it's because I received it. If you don't see your card here, it's because I didn't receive it. Everything I got this year, I put in this book. I am so grateful for you guys and everything that you sent. Nobody ever has to send me anything. Please don't ever feel like you have to. I am so grateful for you all, and so I'm gonna just leave it there for now. I'll be back at the end to say goodbye and let you guys see what I got this year. And with that, that is the end of my 2015 FauxBonichi journals. and journey. I am headed into January, which most of us are. I hope you guys are enjoying the new year, and I hope you're getting into the FauxBonichi. And I just have to show what I did in 2015. Let's back up just a hair. Da, 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 da. It's been an awesome year, you guys. Thank you for everything. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for supporting me. I will see you all in 2016, and make it your year. Make it a better you year. Make it a use it up year. Make it a be happy year. I wish you all the very best. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.